Alrighty, it looks like we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel, Ride, Pray, Love, where it is my intention to support you, uplift you, empower you during these changing times by connecting with Source, the medicine of the horse, and beyond. And so if you're new here, a warm welcome. High five for finding your way here. And if you are returning, a warm welcome back. So happy you are joining me today. So I'm on a bit of a crunch, so I got to watch the time. But my intention today is to actually share with you some of the cosmic vibes for this month of December, the final month of 2021, and they are fiery for sure. Really potent. I don't know if you've been feeling it. Before I dive into the key highlights that are standing out to me to talk about, I want to make a quick announcement, and that is for those of you who have tuned into my last couple of videos around Chiron and your soul's work, and you're interested in learning more on that topic around how your soul's wounds can help you really find and determine and mine and unlock not only your genius, but your soul's work at this time, and you'd like to actually, take that to the highest level, so that you are setting yourself up for success in 2022 and beyond. I want to let you know that, as promised, I have been preparing and working on a very special masterclass training. The title of this masterclass is called The Way of the Chiron-Preneuer. And Chiron, real quick, in case you're not familiar, is the archetype of the wounded healer. And I will drop the links below of the previous videos where I went into more depth on this topic. And not only will I continue going into going even deeper on this to support you in activating your soul's work at its highest level in the world at this time, I am going to be sharing 3 sacred shifts to really help you lead and leap and, rise into your success in embodying who you came here to be. I am going to be sharing so much around, what you need to be doing. And the number one thing that you need to do right now to just get started making an impact in a way that aligns with your soul, that is not compromising or sacrificing your values, your freedom, your health, and so much more. Now, here's the thing. In my meditation, Spirit has told me that the people who are meant to actually hear this message and dive deeper in this training, in this work, I want to be able to engage and interact with you in a safe container. So I was told to actually, I'm going to be doing this via Zoom, and, it'll be away from here so that it's a little bit more just, private container. Okay. I want people to feel safe. And so if you're not already on my email list, if you are on my email list, you are all set. You're golden, because I will be sending out the Zoom call details and links tomorrow morning on December 9th. But if you are not on my email list and you would like to get free access to this, training, this high vibe, energy rich, content rich, training, as I, usually that's my personal brand of magic. I highly advise that you get on my list. So there are a couple ways you can do that. I will leave those links down below as well. And while you're at it, grab some free gifts. So, you'll see 2 links to grab some free gifts, which include, my timeless tracks, audio activations. And when you sign up to get those free gifts, you'll be added to my high vibe email list, my trailblazing tribe, and then you'll be set to go, because then you will automatically receive the Zoom call details tomorrow. So That is happening tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. And if there are any changes, again, you'll find out via email. So if this resonates with you and you would like to learn more about the way of what I call the Chironpreneur and, working with really a more fuller, a deeper, if you will, integration of, any past traumas, your soul wounds, any current challenges or pain, anything along those lines. If you are ready to start your spiritual business and or take one to the next level, if you're already doing your soul's work or you're feeling stuck or like something's missing or you're just ready to go to the next level, then I definitely would make sure that you join us and sign up to be on my email list so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so just wanted to make sure I made that announcement, and then now we're going to dive in to the fiery Divine December cosmic vibes. So we obviously kicked off the month and the week with our Sagittarian solar eclipse. And if you didn't see my short, I talked briefly about really standing firm, planting your feet on solid ground, and really allowing yourself to aim your arrow at your soul's sacred vision. And here's where the fire from Sagittarius, the seeker of truth and wisdom and enlightenment, and the adventurer, is really going to assist you at this time in actually raising the bar, to aim high. If nothing else, if you're ready to change and pivot and point that arrow in a totally new direction, then if that is calling you, then that may be what your move is. If you already feel aligned with what you're doing, but again, you just want to take things to the next level, then the invitation is to aim that arrow higher, okay, and give yourself permission to raise your standards, raise the bar, open to receive even more in all the ways and all the things that are ultimately aligned with your soul, okay? So, those energies are still potent, they're still really going to be affecting us here over the next 6 months. But what we're doing right now at this time can really help to, point that arrow in the direction that you desire. And so if you're wanting more clarity with that, definitely, again, you want to sign up for my free training tomorrow. The next piece is from Monday through Wednesday, so the past few days. Today is Wednesday at the time of recording this. And so the past few days, there's been even more fire added to the mix to really ignite you and excite you and get your passion going. And maybe it's through triggering you. Maybe it's through putting your back against the wall. Maybe it's through really squeezing you down that birth canal. Whatever way really resonates for you. There's been some double Mars action, and Mars, of course, is our sacred warrior associated with the planet Aries. I'm not going to go into like all the details. I'm just kind of giving you the overarching, themes here and vibes. Okay. And so there specifically today, the 8th, there is not only a double 8 code, which 8 is all about, so within, so without, as above, so below, infinite possibility, infinite potential, and really, becoming the abundant, empowered co-creator of your life, living, and reality. Okay, so that 8 code is activated, and again, Mars is that fiery, action taker, right? Passionate, fearless, courageous action taker. So those energies, if you're feeling them, are here. And if you're feeling agitated, irritated, triggered, that's happening for a reason. The universe, Mars, is trying to really get you to take some sort of action that is, again, aligned with your soul. And if you're not sure what that is, the number one thing that you can do is get quiet, be still, reflect, tune within, and really connect, so you can hear the whispers of your soul, hear the voice of God and your higher self, and then move from there, okay? Mars can be a little impulsive, so if you're not clear and you just take impulsive action, that's not always the best either. But ideally, you want to be taking some sort of aligned action at this time, and Mars is really adding, fuel to the fire, if you will, okay? And you can see that by what's going on in the world and politics and world events, which I don't even want to go there. Okay, the next pieces we have coming up on the 12th through the 21st of December. This is a really magical, obviously, holiday if you celebrate Christmas time, but it is also an annual galactic alignment that takes place with, again, Sagittarius, who at 27 degrees is really connected to that 0 point of creation, of, really when our solar system every year at this time aligns with Sagittarius in this way that is helping us to tap into, again, our co-creative abilities and really working with the universe, partnering with the divine for our, our vision and our goals, both individually as well as collectively, birthing a new earth, birthing a new human, birthing a new you. Okay, so that gateway between the 12th and the 21st is really powerful, and the light codes of Christ consciousness, diamond light, a lot of the codes that I work with are really going to be streaming in very powerfully in that window and gateway. So it is such a golden opportunity, if you will, to really do the work of aligning with your soul. And again, the co-creative, getting clear on your vision and planting your seeds and all of the, all of those things, okay, in all the ways, as well as really amping and upping your manifesting mojo, because the veils are so thin. It is, really magical and powerful. Like, I'm not even going to get into, we've already had some miracles just happen yesterday with unexpected, funds or resources. And so, they're already happening. And when you tap into this vortex, again, just let the magic unfold, okay, when you know how to work with the energies. And the last two pieces I want to cover quickly are going to have to do with Venus and Chiron. So Venus, of course, is the planet of love, the goddess of love. It is the sacred feminine energy, and it's all about beauty and abundance and your core values. And really here with what's going on, Venus is going to be retrograding on the 19th, the same day that Chiron is retrograding, interestingly. And so that is really going to be inviting us, magnetizing, events and experiences to get us to really reflect on what are our core values, and perhaps even bring about a shift in your values. Are you in a unfulfilling job or career or relationship? Are you spending the time, like at the end of the day, if you really want to boil it down, the question is, what are your core values? Okay. And how are you investing your time, your energy, your resources, your money? And are they aligned with your values? Okay. And that is going to be really up for review from the 19th for several months. Okay. With Venus going retrograde. And then finally, Chiron, my sacred centaur, who I've been really dancing with a lot lately, is also on the 19th going retrograde. And again, if you're not familiar, Chiron is the wounded healer archetype and really helps us to integrate our soul wounds so that we can find our gifts, unlock our genius, activate our soul's work, and be of service to others, to those we are actually meant to serve in the grand scheme of thing, and fulfill our divine destiny, our unique role and gift, and birth codes and design the way we actually were meant to be here and fulfill our purpose on this planet. And that, again, and I always like to say this because I think people can get tripped up, and I used to, around hearing the word purpose or soul purpose or life work or, any of those terms. People can start thinking that has to do with career, and it may, especially for the light workers and way showers and visionary, creative change agents, but it doesn't have to. It can also, your soul's work and your life purpose can be, maybe to be an artist, maybe to be a mom, maybe to start a passion project, whatever that is. There are no rules. Okay. And we are in a time right now where all of the rules are being burnt to a crisp, right? With all this fire and all this change and all this transmutation and all this alchemy. And we get to right now, especially as the love leaders and trailblazers, we get to be, lead the way in terms of co-creating our new world, our new economy, our new, businesses, all of that, again, in all the ways. And so, if you resonate with being someone who, deep down, that you're here to make that difference, to be a leader, to be a change agent, to be a visionary, and to really impact others in a way that you're helping to heal the planet ultimately. And by the way, by just working on yourself, that's always a first step, and you're always helping to heal the planet when you do that, with that ripple effect, because it's going to affect and touch those that are your primary relationships and those you love, and even more, even beyond that than you even know, especially during gateways like we're in now. But if you know that you are really a chosen one, if you feel called to really make a difference and step up your game, then again, I highly recommend you make sure you join me tomorrow on my Chironpreneur, the Way of the Chiron-Preneur Masterclass. And I want to really wrap things up with a powerful quotation that I got in my inbox this morning from a fellow astrologer, Verda Luz. And he's talking about this Venus retrograde, and and it is in Capricorn, by the way, which Capricorn is the goat and the disciplined, keep working your way up the mountain, disciplined, devoted, grounded. And Capricorn's also about our career as well. So what he says, and I love this, and I thought this would be a beautiful way to wrap up today's conversation, is Venus Pluto in Capricorn is the dark god and goddess, fiercely staring back at us with the mandate that this is not the time to play small, but to rise up, to aspire to greatness, and then take the action steps to achieve it. He adds, and with the high Capricorn standards, this deep investing of energy must occur both in our personal and professional lives. So, I thought that was really powerfully said, and I really resonated with that. So I wanted to share that with you. And in many ways, that does, for me, sum up, in a nutshell, the overarching theme and message and invitation that's going on for us right now, in the stars, but, obviously affecting our times and affecting, what's going on again on the planet, both individually and collectively, both personally and professionally. So, so I'd love to hear before I go, if you did tune into this, any questions, if you're resonating, if you are ready, put a 1 in the comments. If you are ready to activate your soul's work at its highest level in the world now, or ASAP, right? At this time, so that you can feel fulfilled. And again, you're doing this in a way, the way that I teach, the way that is part of my core values is there's not a compromising of your values, of your health, of your freedom, right? Freedom is a big core value of mine, that time, energy, freedom to create the lifestyle and schedule that allows me to, spend quality time with my horse and practice self-care. And so, self-care really has come to mean soul care for me, self-care, whether it's, again, taking care of my body with rest and, like organic, high vibe, high frequency foods and nutrition is really important to me. So what are your core values? This is something you want to start to get clear on. And again, if you join me tomorrow, I'll also be assisting you to go deeper with some of these questions and this work. So, really to sum it up, I want to invite you to start thinking about your core values, or, and maybe you think you already know them, but we're all evolving, right? And with everything that's going on the planet, right? Maybe, you are at a place again with work where, you're just not feeling fulfilled. It's like a soul-sucking job, right? That example of a soul-sucking job. And you're really at a place where even though you're afraid of change, you're afraid of taking the leap, your soul is really like dying inside and, really is not thriving in your current environment. Maybe it's your environment, your home space, right? Maybe you're feeling called to move to a new, place, a new state, a new country, right? What is it for you right now that's really, really calling you forward in your soul? And this is what I mean by soul's work. It can, fit into any of these categories and questions that I'm asking. So to really start thinking about that. And if you'd like support to go deeper and not only, to connect with and then, resurrect your soul, if you will, and have the support to do the renewal and then rise again to your full potential, your next level at this time, so that you can actually make the impact in a way, again, that you're not sacrificing your core values. Okay. Again, it's going to look different for all of us. And you know that you are fulfilling your destiny, and that you are in the process of making movement towards that, right? Like it doesn't happen overnight. So anyway, I'm watching the time. I've got a couple minutes left. And so I just want to wrap this up with, if you're receiving value from this message, I thank you so much for supporting me with your love, with a comment, with a like, with a share, by subscribing. It's all free to do. And, when you like, when you comment, it also helps you out as well. It helps you to more fully embody your intentions, your energies, and whatever's resonating for you around this message, and so much more. So I am going to let you go. I love you. If you have any questions, everything you need will be in the box below. I love you. Namaste. Ciao for now.